For efforts by a private citizen to promote the humane treatment of animals using a variety of approaches and methods, the 2015 Humane Citizen Milagro Award goes to Mary Katherine Ray. When Mary Katherine and her dogs unexpectedly encountered a trap while hiking, they narrowly avoided a deadly accident. But the experience inspired her to become very involved in the effort to ban traps in New Mexico, serving as an expert witness before legislative committees debating wildlife legislation, testifying before Game Commission hearings, and helping gain support for the Trap-Free New Mexico Coalition.
I mean, you can see you have to press these two levers and in order to pull the jaws apart. And that's when I discovered that I'm not strong enough. I'm not heavy enough. I mean, when I stand on the springs, they don't go down. And it was that moment changed my life, because I realized there's not anything I could have done to have rescued my dog had my dog been caught. The injustice of that is pretty much what started me down this path. This is just wrong. It's wrong to have these for people on public lands, and it's wrong for wildlife. I mean, the force with which these things shed is just horrible. It's horrific. And to imagine an animal having to struggle in this, to be caught in it for hours.
Whether it's a trap or a snare, the damage done is brutal, indiscriminate, and unnecessary. For the general public, not only is encountering a trap extremely dangerous, but it's also illegal to interfere with the trap or to attempt to help a struggling wild animal caught in a trap.
We don't allow people to sell elk meat. In fact, that's why game and fish departments were invented, was to stop market hunting. And for some reason, there's this attitude that these animals like bobcats and foxes are of no consequence, when the science tells us they are of incredible consequence, that they're really important to wildlife management, to maintaining native ecosystems and the balance of nature. And none of these furs, for the most part, are winding up in the United States. They are being sold on the global market. I just feel very blessed to have so much wildlife around us, and it's definitely worth protecting. The thought that we could lose a species, that we destroy their habitat, I really feel the moral imperative to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm sorry to say that the Department of Game and Fish doesn't have the interests of the non-consumptive wildlife user in the forefront of the way they make policy. So New Mexico doesn't have the ballot initiative. We can't gather signatures and allow people to vote. If we did, I know we'd win. So instead we have to go through our state legislature. And it's a struggle, but I think all of us who are in it, and certainly more than just me, there's a lot of groups and a lot of people, and more every day, I hope. We just need more and more people until finally it's going to be impossible to ignore. There will be a tipping point and we can stop this. A walk in the woods is definitely worth an hour in the hearing room. It keeps you going.